Oh, what's going on?
Hello.
Another Keep Moving podcast with your host, your co-host, Big Unk himself, and Captain Eli.
Hello. How's it going?
What
And
are
you got the
we
name right.
doing?
Nailed it.
All right.
Our jazzercise podcast. Keep moving.
Are you done insulting me as I?
We're having fun here. It's
Please, sir. Please, you own the night.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Well, Akil, what do you want to talk about on this
Well,
Keep Moving
first
podcast?
off, let me get through the cold opening.
Oh, shoot, sorry.
God, dog. Vicious, man. Everybody's got to have it. Everyone's like buttholes. Everyone's got an opinion and they all stink. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to another episode of Keep Moving. I'm Big Unk. That's Captain Eli. And we're here to talk today about anything I so choose about. And I rolled the dice today and I decided that we should talk about Donald Trump.
Oh
Um,
no.
and part of talking about Trump, um, we're gonna want to ask ourselves what is going on with his Great American State Fair.
Ooh, yes. Exciting stuff. This sounds very prestigious and good.
Do you know what the sound of?
No, Sound of Freedom.
Donald Trump's Great American State Fair.
Oh no. I think I know where this is going.
So there's a reporter. Let me go here. Let's see if I can pull this up real quick. There's a report that Donald Trump's Great American State Fair. I gotta put on my glasses.
Well, it's the American State Fair, so it's for everybody.
Yeah. And apparently here at the Great American State Fair, it's a ghost town.
Oh no, you hate to see it.
Well, let's just see a little bit about what's going on there. Folks, this is from the Independent, which I don't even know much about. Honestly, I know very little about them,
They're okay.
if at all. But oops, what's just going on? What's going on?
Some
Okay,
technical
old.
difficulties.
No, old.
Well,
I'm just old. I don't know what I'm doing. Uh,
yes, I was hearing that the attendance was very, um, I would say low, but non-existent. Maybe would be a better way to describe it. It seemed like not a lot of people were really jamming with the state fair vibes.
All right. Here we go.
Um,
Behind me
Here we go.
is a mock-up of the
I
250-foot
can't see the video.
triumphal arch Donald Trump really wants to put up between the Lincoln Memorial and on the
So
other side of
here's a guy.
ironically, that's one of the
It's
many
not showing on the screen.
organizations that the Trump administration spot at the Great American.
Well, I'm sharing it. What's sharing right now?
I'm just seeing the Akil keep moving Zoom link.
I don't. All I did was share.
Yeah,
Uh,
it like clicked off the tab, or you maybe put it on somewhere
And a
else.
stage sponsored by the National
Let me
Endowment for the
stop
Arts.
sharing. Okay, I'm
Ironically,
gonna share
that's
now.
one of the many organizations that the Trump administration has
Go share.
either
I know you can hear it, folks.
or
So
pushed to
stop talking
defund
to me.
since returning to
We're gonna
office
edit this out, right?
Nope.
as part of its drive to eliminate
All
all
right, here it is.
fair.
Here it is. All right. So here's. Can you see it now?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. This is from the Independent.
There was supposed to be a bipartisan, congressionally chartered effort called America 250, but the Trump administration has largely sidelined that in favor of this more partisan organization. I went looking for all of those happy people on Tuesday, and I could not find very many people. The event dominates the
Yeah,
National Mall, but there were mostly wide open spaces there.
not a lot of
Behind me
folks.
is an empty field at the Great American State Fair and a stage sponsored by the National Endowment for the Arts. Ironically, that's one of the many organizations that the Trump administration has either actually defunded or pushed to defund since returning to office last January as part of its drive to eliminate all things woke from government funding. On the other side
Well,
of the state
good. Got
building,
to stop the woke.
So, all right.
Got to stop the woke.
So I guess there is some video of the park of the place overall.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, that's kind of messed up. Now,
You know, you
now
want to hear the more
here's the
messed up
view.
part?
Let me just show you the whole view. Let's see everybody so they can see the. Here's the whole view
Yes.
of it. Now this was filmed on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Just a Saturday.
Not at 6 a.m. when they're still setting up.
Just a Saturday. And then that far background. Now, here's the thing that I always say is like, well, they're in this one area. What else is there, right? Because I keep seeing this area, this
Yes.
shot of like the 50 states, and the Ferris wheel looks a little further away. So I'm figuring what's in between those, and I guess it's a food stands or something or food trucks. I'm not sure where's the food.
Unclear at this time. Have you seen some of the restaurants? People were complaining
On the mall.
People were complaining about the. I don't actually know the layout, and apparently no one's really explained it either. I was hearing a report from some folks who said they spent 45 minutes trying to find the entrance because it was very unclear. They were coming in from a town from Ohio, Trump supporters, and apparently they had kids, and even they were saying we're not really sure what would be here to entertain them because it's just kind of a ghost town.
Yeah, so I don't think anything in DC is like necessarily for children.
Yeah, but we've all been to a state fair, right? We remember growing up going to a state fair. Cotton candy, they don't have them. Corn dogs, they don't have them. Apparently, like people are saying, lemonade was costing $9. Hamburger was $25.
Candy?
No cotton candy. No funnel cake. No elephant ears.
I mean, okay, first off, elephant ears and funnel cake are the same damn thing.
Lies. Okay, that's it.
Are.
Podcast over.
They
that's it.
Absolutely.
I knew there was going to be something.
Damn thing. It's like a Navajo taco or a Native American taco. It's like it's just fried bread.
I've never been so insulted in all my life. This is an outrage.
You can use pancake mix. I mean, it is legit. I was telling
I disavow. No, no agreement here. He is on his own. He's out to lunch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do hard truths hurt?
This is not hard truth. This is a lie.
The ambulance. The hard truths hurt.
Anyway, I'm obligated to finish this episode despite this massive rift that is now developed. So some other fun facts about this America 250. So initially, and he mentioned in the report, the Smithsonian was supposed to be in charge of this. It's that they set it up over 10 years ago, an independent commission that was supposed to be apolitical, non-political, whatever you want to say. A bunch of artists, sure. A bunch of artists had signed up and agreed to do it for free and doing, I think it was a month-long, different concerts, all the different flavors of American music. Just really,
Trump hijacked it, sold it off to his buddies. I mean,
that's where we're getting to. So, would you believe it? When Trump came into office, he almost immediately hijacked this thing. Told the Smithsonian to kick rocks. Of course, all the artists who had initially agreed to do it said,
"Pull it out."
Not with a 10-foot pole.
Something Donald Trump's mother should have told his father to do.
Yeah, no, seriously, no. Yes.
Just pull out.
But yeah, no. So a lot of
pull-out game wasn't strong enough.
Fortunately, a lot of these artists saw it coming from a mile away and said no. So a lot of people backed out.
Well quick question: What artists people said no? Because the America 250, right? That group came in a year ago, took over,
yes,
and just started doing all sorts of craziness. But now, like, there were artists that like pulled out like a month ago.
Yes,
but those couldn't have been all the artists because those weren't even big names.
No, those
see Hammer.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice famously. We can get to that. I think
not famous.
Famously for this, Flow Rida.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who wants to go hear a guy whose biggest hit was legitimately 1992?
and stolen, one might say.
Well, the words weren't stolen. The beat was stolen from Queen, Under
Yes.
Pressure.
His most famous song. But and regardless, I
That's a big
believe
deal.
what was that?
Big deal.
Mhm.
To me, that's a big deal. It's like, who were the people who were invited? Like, everyone makes a big deal out of, oh, nobody's showing up. But it's like,
Yeah,
well, who was on the list to start with? And even if those guys canceled a month ago, I'm like, that was nobody that I was going to go
yeah.
flock to see.
No, it
To
was
hear
all
one song I can play on my Spotify, like
the
bum 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 bum.
yeah. No, the list was already pretty dreadful to begin with. C tier people who I feel bad saying it because I'm not famous at all, but just no one's thinking about, and that's why they agreed. And then even most of them were like, this might hurt my image, like
Yeah, yeah. Martina and McBride. I thought I said
Millie Vanilli, I think was another one.
that
Famously
one of
did
them's dead.
well. The live one apparently
No, I
pulled out.
think are they both dead? I don't know. I think
I don't. They well, maybe the Trump administration didn't know that, but they pulled out. They were not going to do it. And famously, I don't think they actually recorded any of their songs. That was why they kind of fell off. Anyway,
Milli Vanilli fell off not because of that. They fell off of you do realize they too they were accused of lip singing and
yes,
owed the people who they owed royalties to, like, no, that's not you guys. And then it kept repeating while they were on stage.
yes, yeah, the famous, yeah, the
Yeah.
yeah, you hate
Yeah.
to see it.
In front of like 90,000 people. They're like,
Oops,
yeah, oh,
the CD starts
it's like
skipping, and you
blame
just
it on the rain, 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 rain. Dirty McDum dum 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 dum. All right, I'm sorry.
no, you're good. So speaking of Vanilla Ice, he was sticking it out. He was going to do the concert. He said he didn't care. He just wanted to perform. He's an artist at the end of the day.
He's 60 years old.
And unfortunately, they had to cancel because there might have been rain.
There
And
was rain. There was rain that day. There
yeah,
was a storm that day.
well, storm is such a strong word for what happened.
There was a storm that came through. I mean, so Maryland, the region, in all fairness, the region has had these like flash storms where like something will come through and it'll last 10 minutes and then it's gone. Like that's
Yeah,
how fast it hits. But
yeah.
when it comes through,
To,
it knocked out trees and stuff the other day.
to quote the WUSA network, which is apparently real, it's the local
Yeah,
DC
yeah, yeah, DC9.
news station. Not everyone's going to get rain. It's going to be light showers. Not everyone's going to get rain. So the news there was saying they weren't that concerned about the weather. But according to, I believe it was Variety, they reported that the real reason was because ticket sales, which is a free concert, 0.99, free 99, I should say, were so low and dismal that they didn't want to embarrass themselves, so they canceled it for
How do
weather.
you know what ticket sales look like at a situation like this where it's like, I thought you just walked up and walked
I
in?
think it's probably an RSVP sort of thing, like, hey, claim your free ticket. Um,
Why?
you'll have to ask probably for this very reason that they're worried that people
I
won't.
saw more people at the Ellipse for the UFC fight.
I've seen more people at free movies at the park.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you want to compare it, the Ellipse at the UFC fight event was what, 2, 3 weeks ago? We
Yeah,
talked about it. There were more people there. I mean,
yeah,
that's just, and those were just a bunch of bros that just wanted to be there. So be like, yeah, we were
yeah.
there.
Well,
Look, I was
UFC,
there too, bro. Look, I'm pictured on Instagram. Look at
sure,
my.
UFC is a chudly sport, but a lot of people do like it. So there's something there. This is like, oh, you want to see Vanilla Ice? It's like, not really.
Well, but see, but the thing is like, this is why you look at it and you go, well, this wasn't about Vanilla Ice. This isn't about Vanilla Ice. This isn't about um, America's 250th birthday. This is apparently about Donald Trump because I heard at the kickoff celebration where he spoke, he asked people to please come back on July 4th.
Yes.
Please come because
So
if it's low turnout, they'll make fun of me. And I was like,
there's some interesting stuff on that as well, because people were saying about 20-30 minutes into the speech, I think it was 30 minutes, a bunch of people were just like, all right, gotta go, right? And
yeah,
the theory is that they were all um like on Craigslist and stuff like that, they'll have like, oh, come and do this event and get $50 or a gift card or whatever.
Mhm.
And the theory is that that's their obligation was to stay for 30 minutes and to get the card. No proof of this. This is it's
That's
speculation.
hearsay. Like I said,
But
I don't fall into that wheelhouse though. I mean, even if they got a free gift card, I mean, if you gave out free gift cards, like sure, I'll take one.
yeah,
But I mean, that really doesn't. I just prefer. I prefer it's 105 degrees and humid.
yeah. Well, and
It's
hearing Donald
not
Trump
fun. It's not
ramble on
fun.
about
Yeah.
hairspray,
No
whatever.
offense. I don't like watching. I mean, so in my younger years, I was very blessed, and I worked on with some campaigns, and I was like right up front for Barack Obama when he was coming through Maryland, and when he was running through Colorado. So like I've had front row seats, and to be honest with you, you have to get there so early. You have to stand for so long. Like there's nowhere to sit. I mean, occasionally people sit on the ground, but I mean, I'm not gonna do that in 105-degree heat. I'm like, no way in, but Jesus, am I doing
You might it's actually going around, but there's a very
what
becoming a
hurts?
famous picture of a gentleman laying out, I think it's during Trump's speech, with a hat on his head, totally asleep. Um, which feels again very indicative of kind of this whole morass they've gotten themselves into. They got over their skis a little bit.
Hmm.
Uh, so there's a few other little things. You might have heard you mentioned the 50 state exposition. Oh, I think it's 50
Exhibitions.
states and territories. So they have little vignettes. They're supposed to be little vignettes
Yes,
from
yes,
each
yes, yes,
one.
yes.
Run again.
I said yes, 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 yes.
Yes. So so a number of states, I think it was 12, had said they weren't going to send anything because the obvious implications of signing off on this stupid train wreck of a thing.
Yes, 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 yes.
One of the states that didn't send a delegation or a little setup was
Hmm.
North Carolina, but a number of businesses stepped in. There was a NASCAR guy and a pickle company and a few others that stepped up and said, here, we'll send something here to sit for North Carolina.
Hmm.
Well, wouldn't you know it, someone put up on a monitor a picture of a Confederate flag. Unclear why. It's North Carolina has never had that as their flag.
I'm heard it was like one of those rebel battle flags.
Yeah, something like that. And they
So it's
were
not an actual. It's more like it's almost like the pride flag. Somebody just invented it, and then people were like, "Yeah, we like it."
yeah, it's better. Not to get in the history. It wasn't ever flown as the Confederate flag, although it is way better than the original Confederate flag. Look it up. Thing sucks. They afterwards were like, this is way better. I think it was one of the battle flags for one of the generals. Even it was very
Yeah, yeah. The
specific.
rebel flag that we see most often used was not actually that of the Confederacy.
No,
This is just one of those battle flags that people
yeah,
like. Hey,
and
we made this,
and
and people
and
are like, "Oh, that looks cool."
fair enough. I think it's a hateful symbol. It is way better than the Confederate flag. It's just they were right. But
Look, it's just a rebel flag. It is a battle flag. It means something totally different than what people really think it means. I'm
yes.
not a fan, but it is
Um,
what it is.
but then it leaves in the air, why did they have it in North Carolina stand? It's very confusing.
It's
They
fine. It was
originally,
$500,000.
pardon?
Oh, so this wasn't free 99. No, no,
What?
no. This wasn't free 99. So each state was required to pay 500,000, a $500,000.
Yes, free for the people going. I didn't know about the half a
Yeah,
million dollars. That's
and not
crazy.
so it's a $500,000 for them to have so you can have a stand there.
Why would you do that? Oh,
I'm like, hold on. So I'm paying for a stand. And so the state of Oregon, for instance, they were asked to bring out whatever those you call them walnuts, filbert.
Filberts. Yes,
Yeah, the rest.
hazelnuts is what they are.
Yeah. So they wanted to bring out. So the original plan was to bring out like something like a case of hazelnuts, um, some like different coffees from all over the state, which really isn't Oregon coffee. It's just coffee made by a brand, but
We'll take it.
whatever.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah. And
A
then they
beaver,
have
some wood, perhaps too.
yeah, maybe like something from the timber industry, something from like wilderness and wildlife, natural
Sure.
reserves, all that stuff. And Tina Kotex and them were like, well, apparently they wanted $500,000
Cool.
each state, and and you had to cover the cost of the staff that was going to be there. So you had to fly people out there for however long is 10 days, 15 days, whatever. And then you've got to ship all the stuff out. And on top of shipping all the stuff out, you then have to make sure they get shipped back if there's anything to ship back. So
So
this
this
is
is
one of
really
the things.
funny.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of that. So that makes it even funnier that only 12 states didn't send something. They said, no, we're not interested in doing that. So all these other states, Florida, Texas, all these states were like, yeah, we need to do this. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, so thirsty, so sad.
Yeah. So they they were earning money like, oh, everyone pays their part. But it's like, I'm not writing a check. And I don't know how comfortable most taxpayers feel. I don't feel comfortable writing a check to some guy saying, we're going to have a Ferris wheel and some tents for you.
Yeah. For Trump's birthday or something. Like it's not
It's not even
America's
Trump's
birthday
birthday.
anymore.
Let's just call it. It's his birthday was during the UFC fight. That's why they didn't use the argument. You can't. The guy was born in June. You can't help when he's born. But when it comes to 250 to this event specifically, because this event, these tents weren't up during the UFC fight. Comes to this event specifically, it doesn't make economic sense
No.
for me to pay you a $500,000 plus I got to fly people out there plus whatever else. And in North Carolina, allegedly, these companies you said picked up the tab,
Yes.
and that's why things ended up on the screen that were like wildly inappropriate because a third party's like, hey, we'll represent the state. No, they're like, we'll step up, we'll be the patriots. You're like, that is not a patriotic move.
Marketing opportunity, whatever. But so it's funny
It is still stupid.
it's funny you mentioned that because one of the companies, Mount Olive Pickle Company was one of North Carolina's sponsors. And once they became aware of the errant Confederate flag, they decided to pull out. And they put out a message saying, like, "Hey guys, pickles are for everybody. We didn't co-sign this. This is not us." It's the most Trump thing ever. Everything's sloppy. Everyone's going in a different direction. Somehow it's racist. Like, for some reason.
Eli, I normally don't say this to men at all, but
yes.
You're not an ugly person.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that.
But you might be dumb.
Oh, really? Okay. We're launching I'm dumb. I'll take it.
No, we're not saying you're dumb. You might be.
Hmm.
I don't see what you see in terms of this. Donald Trump, I think, is a terrible administrator as a president.
Person.
But when it comes to this event, it just doesn't make sense, right? And I want to be very, very clear. I want America's 250th birthday to be a celebration of our nation.
Sure.
But I feel like there's just so many things that are wrong with the scenario, especially when it comes to, President Trump didn't he just earn like $2 billion in
2.2
assets?
2.2. I actually have that.
It was $2.2 billion total,
and 1.6 of that was from crypto. And 600 million of that was just from royalties. So
see that is
we love crypto, don't we, folks?
You know what? I think
the crypto president.
I think World Liberty Financial should be. I think they should definitely go to jail. They should go to jail.
They sold 49% stake right before Trump became president to the Sauds. So totally normal, totally fine. Shut up, stop talking about it.
It's too much. It's at this point, I'm more worried that like we're wasting money on things like, what are we at? Like 15, 16, $20 million on a reflecting pool. The attorney general of the Washington, D.C., that ugly Lisa Lampe lady looking character.
I have no idea, but she sounds great.
Fox News. She was like Judge something, Judge.
Oh, Judge Janine. Oh, like, she loves the Pinot.
Little too much on the probably not that.
Oh, I don't think so. She's a wine gal. She
strikes me as the crack pipe.
Her and Barefoot are just like this.
Barefoot, wine.
No, most of the Trump administration shows up drunk no matter what, but she definitely shows up drunk. Like, you watch her.
She doesn't show up. She's technically not part of the administration.
Pete Keg's breath is in the same boat. They love it. They love drinking.
She's the attorney general of the Washington, D.C., so it's a
little... Okay, yeah, but pretending like they're separate things now is kind of silly, right? They're
No,
not.
it is because she's not actually a cabinet member.
Oh no, who's the dummy?
What?
You think there's any separation? The Trump administration, like they don't have her on
Like
the
I'm
list?
not. I'm not being dumb. I'm just saying technically it doesn't matter. She's not part of. She's not a cabinet appointed position.
Sure. Regardless, we love her. But what about her?
I'm sorry. What?
You brought her up. Sorry, I forgot why.
What were we talking about?
Uh, folks, this is the number one ADHD podcast where
What,
neither of the hosts can remember.
seriously, what were we talking about that?
Well, we were talking about DC crypto.
Oh no.
We're gonna have to run it back. You guys were following us. We weren't following ourselves,
Oh
so
man,
we
that's terrible.
we appreciate it. Um,
In all fairness, I did smoke a joint before I came on.
I
So
wish I was catching up with you. I'm stone cold sober. I can't remember.
well, at least I have an excuse, folks.
Sure, I'm supposed to be keeping this circus together, but what can you do?
Well,
But
you can tell the truth.
yeah, I just wanted to put a bow on the whole America 250 patriotic
Yeah,
bear whatever. Um,
barefoot wine.
I think the most interesting thing about it is just kind of the reaction from both sides, right? Liberals don't, or libs, the left, whatever you want to say, they don't seem to care. No one's talking about this except to point fun and be like, that sucks.
Because there's way other things going on.
True. But
I mean, there's the waterfront festivals. There's like things that the last week was Fleet Week in Baltimore, which, by the way, was insane.
sounds
They had
sounds
the planes flying all over Baltimore, and it sounds like war. Just like so, like just all day. It was like, oh my God.
sounds pretty cool.
Not really. Kind of
Well,
gets annoying.
yeah, okay. Well, I can see that
It's
too.
like like, oh, it's cool to see them, and then you're like, not when you're in work, and every time you're sitting there and it goes boom, you're like, oh, are we being
But
bombed? So,
but like I was saying, that the libs aren't really freaking out. They're not getting upset, and because of that, I think the counter reaction from the right, MAGA Republicans, has been very tame as well. They're not even getting like, oh, we love this. Every time Trump does something stupid, and they're like, this is the best thing ever. This is so great. They're not even pretending to do that. They're not even really making it seem like they love it.
mhm.
Um, and I think the reason for that is there's a sort of perverse vice signaling from the right where they're like, you libtards hate this, don't you? You hate to see America win. It's like,
Win what? We won a soccer game,
yeah, I mean, they're not even talking about that, to be honest.
which is stupid. You know why they're not talking
Well,
about it?
because it's gay and European.
No, because immigrants and and anchor babies help us win.
Yeah, no, they do be like that though.
It's like literally we won the other day in the World Cup. Shout outs 2-0 US. But it's like one of the kids that scored like one of the winning goals was like his parents are immigrants from like Nigeria.
Oops,
Oops. Oops.
oops.
I did it
Stephen
again.
Miller's just steaming. He's so mad.
These immigrants and their anchor babies.
Oh my god, yeah. Listen to them talk about that. So creepy.
Oh, it's so disgusting. But
It's,
yeah,
it's,
that I don't think the left has anything to complain about in terms of this event because they're not going to go.
no, of course not.
I think the right has nothing to complain about because they're not going to go.
They,
Most of them
well,
not.
it's the opposite of complain. They have nothing to say at all. They're just like, they know how embarrassing this
Who's
is.
going to go?
No one.
People from West Virginia ain't going to drive here because they can't afford it. I mean, they got their own healthcare issues.
Yeah, gas is also stupid expensive.
Northern Virginia is very blue, and if those people come, they just want to come for like the fireworks. Um, and there's a lot of federal workers that they laid off, so those folks aren't going to come. Pennsylvania folks ain't going to come because they're struggling to drive there with the gas prices, not plus hotels, plus hotel. I mean, think about it. I need a hotel. So we drive down, we get a hotel, we stay for 2 nights, we eat dinner. We're talking about okay, $200 a night for a hotel room. That's four. drive down and back is, let's say it's $100. Let's just, say $50 a tank each way or whatever. That's $100. So you're up to, 500 right there. Now you've got to, pay for, parking or whatever. That's another 75 bucks.
$25 hamburgers.
Yeah, like who's gonna go? It's expensive. It just is.
It,
And
it
it's
it's
not
a,
an insult.
it's expensive and it sucks. And I think that's the combination there that they can't even pretend, you know.
Well, you definitely can't pretend now because it's a fiasco.
Yeah. So there
And I
there's that.
truly wish that the president and his staff and his administration would just get their shit together. Like act like adults.
If
Realize
they
that
would have,
look, you can't hire some third-rate firm that was put together to support your, well, they did great events for my rallies. Yeah, because it's put up some bleachers, put up a stage. That's
yeah,
it. They
yeah.
weren't in charge of getting artists and like Live Nation.
If they
Live
would have,
Nation is
if
the
they,
largest event venue space in the world, who also owns Ticketmaster. Did they donate anything?
I have no clue.
They get all the context of the artist, and that's what you really need.
Yeah,
I'm,
I think.
I'm sure. I'm sure if it was a bipartisan party, it would have gotten done.
Yeah, if Trump would have left it alone, it sounded like it could have been a neat sort of similar thing to the bicentennial of 1976. You know, you could really. Apparently, that was a huge deal. A lot of people, I still see memorabilia from it. You know, a lot of people remember it well and were very fondly. But Trump had to put his mitts all over it and kind of try to make it in his image a political rally. And a lot of people said nuts to that. I don't want to be involved, which
Oh
that's why
yeah,
it sucks. You know.
yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. Cryptocurrencies.
I do have a little bit on the cryptocurrencies if you want to talk about that.
Well, that's where we were at, so I was trying to get back to it.
Yeah, circle back
I
around. So
remember.
so
Man, that is
Trump,
a lot of hair coming off your head. Like
I
just
know it's out of control. We're trying to get through it. We're gonna get a haircut this week. It's gonna get lopped off, but for now we're working with
I
what we got.
just called to find a better part of me. I'm more than a bed. Oh, because you got a flock of seagulls as a haircut right now.
He brought it in, folks.
Oh,
He
I
landed it. We
know
didn't
that
think he
was a
was gonna make
long
it sound.
plane coming, but it landed.
It was. We took the long way around, but we got there.
Oh, did we?
You spin me right round. You know.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I
Uh,
know.
but speaking
Let's
of
talk about sex
crypto,
then. All right, what?
speaking of crypto, um,
Let's
you
talk about trades, baby.
yeah. So you're the crypto guy. He loves the crypto. This is a known thing. I will keep it under my hat because I don't want to upset our audience what I think of crypto. But the president loves crypto. He's got immensely wealthy off of it. In fact, so prior to Trump getting to office, he made about I say about $635 million prior to becoming president. The new number is 2.2 billion in the year 2025 is what he made.
That was his overall profits.
Yes, on total from crypto alone, it was 1.6 billion. So
That's so there's a lopsided reason. Oh, I don't touch it. It was somebody else. Get out of here, you tool
yeah,
bag.
well, and so the other thing I have here is in 2025 he made 22,000 trades in 2025 of stocks of I think it was mostly stocks, but 22,000, an impressive number to be sure.
I'm just lucky, guys. I'm just lucky. I don't know. Maybe my son will DN Daniel Cormier.
Oh, sorry, I need to make a correction. It was 1.4 billion. The number I was getting 1.6 because that's how much Coinbase made in 2025. Coinbase, the famous cryptocurrency exchange.
So the entire company made 1.6. Donald Trump by himself made 1.4. So it still doesn't even out. It's still showing that this is a disproportionate number versus a company that does this every day.
Of course. No, of
And
course.
some guy who's like, I'm just guessing about a meme coin that my name's on.
Yes. And again, it's just so
I'm not
obvious
gonna
that
lie. When he dies, I mean, what's the purpose of all this?
I think it's like cancer.
Like, what's the purpose of I'm gonna die soon? Your family has enough money, man.
Like I really think it's similar to the mindset of cancer that it just grows until it kills the host. The cancer dies too, but it doesn't have a care about that. It just grows until it kills the host, right?
I don't
Um,
know.
it's
It seems perverted right now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he's a malignant narcissist, and what you find out about narcissists is they legitimately don't think the people around them are important or matter. They that's why they murder people. That's why they scam people. That's why they do all this stuff. They don't think other people matter, and
Well,
that's
somebody matters somewhere.
I mean, he matters to himself. He's the most important person to himself. Um, but yeah, it is that mindset of just growth without any idea of where you're going with it. You just want to keep growing forever.
I mean, you know my feeling on this kind of stuff is how much is enough?
We've both talked about this in private.
Like,
Certainly,
how much is enough?
yeah. What we and I think most people at home would be like, well, if I had XYZ number, I would do whatever I wanted and retire, go whatever. And it's like these guys are a million years old. They're on death's door, and instead of being like, time to enjoy the rest of my life, they're like, no, I need to be here. I need the number to go higher. It's like,
Yeah, and that to me is again a problem that we see is that some folks just don't know when's enough's enough.
yeah, they've got money poisoning, and I think we need to help them with that by taking their money. Um, I'm just saying, it's the only way to save the patient is to remove the problem.
All right, go ahead.
Um,
Go on your little tirade. I'll wait.
what was that?
I'll wait.
Oh, I was just saying, it's just
I
a
mean, you want? I
suggestion.
mean, solution being
Take their money.
how?
By force or legal means? I don't know. I'm just the ideas guy here. I'm just the
Expand
idea.
the market.
What was that?
Expand the market. Stop giving one group authority over another. Public utilities should be public utilities, not anything else. Invest in
Sure.
infrastructure and roads and bridges, and stop wasting of the American taxpayers' dollars
And
on, like I said this before. I'll say this now.
yeah,
Listen to me. Everyone believes in what they believe in, and all of a sudden things matter when it harms them.
sure.
But if we were smart, we would stop with the identity stuff and go to what really helps everyone, every American. Because that's the president's job, right? That should be his only responsibility.
Yeah, but
Is
he's
what
not going
how
to do that.
what yeah, and that's where I said, but the Democrats do it too. Right now there's a conversation happening on Capitol Hill, actually in Virginia, where they're doing the cannabis stuff. They're trying to regulate it, and they just got smacked in the face by their own witnesses. It was all opposition. They didn't. There was no proponents. It was just opponents of it, and even the opponents are like, well, it's safer than alcohol.
Hmm.
Like it is all coming down to somebody's benefit. One group benefits. One financial group is going to benefit over the other. Democrats, Republicans both do it.
Yeah,
They,
but when you say
the
identity, I think self-identifying as a billionaire is a little bit different than being, a normal identity group or
I
whatever.
mean, I know billionaires and they're nice.
Sure, that's fine.
What the
I,
companies they invest in did, that's on somebody else.
that's, I guess, how you diffuse responsibility and you don't see what you've done as bad. But that's fine. That's fine. Again, I think what you're hitting on, and which what I would like to hold on to is Trump was making all this money. It's not in a vacuum. He's making off the backs of people, and sure, they're MAGA supporters, which makes me very hesitant to be sympathetic. But I don't think we should allow scammers to scam, even if you think someone's stupid. Allowing scammers to be scammers is bad for everybody. Um, it's similar to the phone scams. You give away, someone gives away their banking information to some guy in India. I don't see it as
Love me
a
some
good thing to allow to happen.
I do love me some good curry.
Well, we love the curry. I don't love the getting constantly harassed by people saying my
You
car,
pay your bill. Pay card bill now. Pay your card note.
my car's warranty is about to expire, despite it being 50 years old. GM has a great warranty program apparently.
Shoot, my car's about to be 10 years old.
Dang. Do I have anything else here? No, I think that was it. Pretty much.
I'm sweating.
You're sweating?
I'm sweating.
Well, folks, I think that's our sign. Oh no. Okay, hey, you got to sign up for the OnlyFans to get this type of action. Akil, cool it down. Simmer down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cut his speed. Cut his speed. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll let you guys suffer at home.
Mm.
Well, Eli, that brings us to a conclusion of another episode of Keep Moving. Remember, life is what you make of it. And if you keep moving, something else will be on the other side. But don't worry about the problems. Let's figure out those solutions that we talk about. You can bitch as long as you come up with a solution. My name's Big Unk. That's Captain Eli. And as always,
Keep moving. Bye bye.